A sports science and a coaching degree. It's a 3-year course based at Roehampton University, and yeah, I've only just started. This is my first year. Mondays and Thursdays I'm in here, so I have to leave straight from training and get over here. Most lessons start at 2 o'clock, so I'm making sure I'm quickly showered, get away from training, and then obviously putting the hours in away from here, making sure I'm getting my assignments done. And we've got exams coming up this week, revising things like that, trying to piece that in with my football. It's been tough, but I knew it was going to be tough when I started it. Being honest, we had a big game on Saturday, and I found myself doing a little bit of revision and assignment stuff on Saturday morning, just because it was taking me away a little bit from thinking about the game. So at times it has been tough, trying to make sure I had enough time to do both, and maybe getting a little bit stressed out and things like that. But I did find at the weekend, it was a little bit of taking it away from football, so I'm not thinking about it as much, and then just getting on with my work. And I know I had got an assignment that has to be done by Thursday, and I had to revise, so it's just finding the time to do it. But yeah, of course, coming into critical time of the season, and then the exams and the assignments coming hasn't helped, but it's just another part of what's doing the course. So much of, especially this season, has been just all around football. We haven't had a great season, the team I play for, and I've been stressed out with that. And this has been a little bit of a break from it. It's very easy, especially when you're not doing so well. You go home and take it out on the people around you. Sometimes beat yourself up about football and not think about it. So I think this, taking away from that, maybe this has helped me a little bit. Concentrating on something else rather than football. Being honest, as hard as this degree's been, first year, it's a lot easier than looking after 2 kids under the age of 2. That can be pretty stressful at times. So yes, it's been definitely a release. And like I'm saying, sometimes it takes your mind off of the pressures of your job and your family life, and just getting on with doing something I want to do, and having a goal in mind, what I want to do come the end of the year. Well, the 3 main things on the course have been psychology, physiology and biomechanics. So, learning about how the body works, what's going on in your mind. So you definitely relate it to when you're playing. You start thinking about things, especially when you're getting injuries and boys are picking up injuries, or someone might be having a bad time playing. You start thinking about the psychological aspect of it. So definitely from being on this course, it makes you think as well while you're at football. I've got a little boy who's 2 now and one at 6 months, and I'm thinking football ain't going to go on forever. I'm 31 years old now, and I do wish I would have done this probably 5 years ago, but I think the incentive of having kids and thinking 5-6 years time, however it may be, I've got to look after them and support my family. So I know, I might not be playing then, and I might not be based in football, so I thought to myself, what's the next thing that you would probably have liked to do? And I always said when I was at school and I went to college, I always thought I wanted mine to be a PE teacher. So if I've had quite a few years now playing football, and if I can move from football and go into PE teaching, I think I've had a pretty good work basis and things that I would have liked to have done when I set out when I was younger. So that's the route I'm going down. Hopefully finish playing full-time football, and then fingers crossed become a PE teacher. You never know what's going to happen, what the next couple of years bring, but by the time I finish this course I'll be 33, so I'll be thinking I might have the option of staying full-time, hopefully, but if not, to go part-time and get myself based in the school, so that I've got a little bit of extra money coming in from football as well as my work. And hopefully after a few years of working there, maybe my playing career be coming to an end, and it might be a transition where I go into it. That's why I've sort of done it at this time now, so that's the aim, for it to be a transition. So I go part-time working, and eventually just working on its own. So let's hope it works out that way. The PFA do try and do an awful lot to give the players something to think about when they finish playing. I know from just being in and around squads that once you're there, all you think about is playing football. You don't think there's going to be anything else to go with it. So the support that we get from them, and obviously the funding and stuff, the different things, they really help you try and to have an idea of what you want to do when you finish playing, because it is a short career. Everyone says how well players get paid, but it's a very short career. A lot of players, especially at lower levels, have to go on and work for another 10, 15, 20 years, whatever it be, after they finish playing football. So the support that we get from them is definitely crucial to what all of us do once we finish playing.